The Congress is represented by Shakti Singh Goyal from Ahmedabad, BJP by Shaina NC with me here in the studio. Rachna Dhingra is a social activist. Pooja Marwa is CEO of Child Relief and You Cry. Shazia Elmi of the Aam Aadmi Party. SS Naganand feels the media is going overboard. He is a senior advocate and part of the management of the Sri Satya Sai Central Trust. My first question, मेरा पहला सवाल है मनीष मिश्रा जी को, जो भारतीय जन युवा मोर्चा के से है, which is the youth organization of the BJP. अब मनीष मिश्रा जी, ये
जनता युवा मोर्चा,
भारतीय जनता युवा मोर्चा BJYM, यूथ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ द BJP, ये बीजेपी और कांग्रेस, बीजेपी का सवाल है, आप क्या आसाराम जी से डरते हैं कि कुछ भी करने से हिचकिचा रहे हैं? आपके लीडर्स आके आसाराम को सपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, जो ये लड़की है उसके खिलाफ कुछ भी कह रहे हैं, वो उसको आसाराम के बेटे ने कहा मेंटली अनस्टेबल है, उस पर भी आप इस भी चीज़ को टॉलरेट कर रहे हैं, किस तरह का डर है ये?
पहली बात मैं आपको ये बता देना चाहता हूं कि उस लड़की ने जो आरोप लगाए हैं, उनमें जो सबसे पहला और सबसे बड़ा आरोप था वो बलात्कार का आरोप था, जिसको इनिशियली स्टेज पे पुलिस ने कहा कि उसके साथ बलात्कार नहीं हुआ है। दूसरी बात, जो लड़की किसी के भी दबाव में या प्रलोभन में,
प्रूफ कीजिए, जो
लड़की किसी के भी दबाव या प्रलोभन में या ऐसा आरोप एक संत पर लगाती हो कि उसके साथ बलात्कार हुआ है, तो उसका मानसिक संतुलन कहाँ ठीक है?
ओह माय गॉड, ओह माय गॉड। अच्छा एक मिनट मनीष मिश्रा जी, मैं बुरा न मानिए, मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि आप लोग क्या कहेंगे? लोग कहेंगे कि क्या आपकी मानसिक संतुलन ठीक है कि आप किसी भी एक रेप विक्टिम के बारे में इस तरह से बात कर रहे हैं? आपको सोच समझ के बात कहना चाहिए। आप युवा पीढ़ी के नेता हैं, आप इस तरह के इनसेंसिटिव बयान, नहीं एक मिनट सुनिए, आपको बुरा लगा ना? आपको बुरा लगा ना जब मैंने कहा? आपको बहुत बुरा लगा होगा, आपको बहुत बुरा लगा होगा।
मौका तो दीजिए।
नहीं एक मिनट, आप देखिए आपको कितना बुरा लग रहा है,
अपनी बात को
देखिए आपको कितना बुरा लग रहा है। मैंने आपको कहा कि क्या आपकी मानसिक संतुलन ठीक है, तो आपको कितना बुरा लगा? आप इंसल्टेड फील कर रहे हैं, अभी आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है, आप समझ सकते हैं। एक मिनट मनीष जी, सुन लीजिए प्लीज, सुन लीजिए। ये इस देश में ना तो संतों के पास, सेल्फ स्टाइल्ड संतों के पास या फ्रॉडमैन के पास किसी तरह की लाइसेंस है कि रेप विक्टिम के बारे में कुछ भी कहे, और आपके पास तो बिल्कुल नहीं है, आपके पास तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं है। आप लोग समझते हैं आप नेता बन गए, कुछ भी कह सकते हैं। आप थोड़ा अपनी गति और अपनी जो भाषा है उसको इतना तीव्र मत कीजिए, थोड़ा सा कम डाउन टू अर्थ मनीष, कम डाउन टू अर्थ। लेट्स गेट अनदर व्यू। शाजिया एल्मी इज रिबटिंग यू। आप दूसरी की बात सुनिए। शाजिया एल्मी, वुड यू लाइक टू जस्ट रिस्पॉन्ड फर्स्ट टू द बीजेपी यूथ लीडर?
मैं मनीष जी से मनीष जी, मैं बहुत सम्मान के साथ आपसे कहना चाहूंगी कि आप एक पीड़िता के बारे में जिसने ये इल्ज़ाम लगाया है, बहुत ही संगीन इल्ज़ाम बलात्कार का, आप उसकी मानसिक व्यवस्था की बात कर रहे हैं, ये बहुत ही अफसोस की बात है। आपको बल्कि बच्ची पर, उस लड़की पर इल्ज़ाम लगाने के, आपको और आसाराम बापू जी को इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए सामने आना चाहिए था और कहना चाहिए था कि अगर इल्ज़ाम इतना सीरियस है, मैं खुद जांच पड़ताल कराऊंगा।
इन्वेस्टिगेशन के लिए किसने मना किया?
और बजाय आप लड़की पर इल्जाम लगाएं, और कोई संस नहीं है। रूल ऑफ लॉ, कानून की आंखों में चाहे गॉडमैन हो चाहे जाए हो, सब बराबर है।
ये कह रहे हैं कि अगर प्रूव हो जाए,
कानून के सामने सब बराबर है। मनीष जी, कोई संस नहीं इस देश में।
कानून के सामने सब बराबर है,
कानून के आगे,
कानून के सामने सब बराबर हैं।
संत हो चाहे भक्त हो, चाहे गुरु हो चाहे शागिर्द हो, सब बराबर हैं। रूल ऑफ लॉ कहते हैं, कानून है ये, तो कानून अपना काम करेगा।
मुझे भी पता है रूल ऑफ लॉ यही
इल्जाम लगाए हैं।
आप रूल ऑफ लॉ नहीं जानते, आप रूल ऑफ लॉ के बारे में, आप रूल ऑफ लॉ के बारे में मनीष जी अपने कॉन्फिडेंस को थोड़ा कम कीजिए, आपके कॉन्फिडेंस को थोड़ा कम कीजिए, थोड़ा। एक देखिए मनीष मिश्रा जी, एक मिनट, जोर से मत बोलिए मेरे साथ। कल आपके एक बड़े सीनियर लीडर आए थे, कैलाश विजयवर्गीय जी, बहुत जोर से बोल रहे थे, मुझे तो उनके बारे में चिंता हो रहा था कि वो इतने गुस्सा क्यों करते रहते हैं। देखिए, सारे देश के सामने अपने आप को एक्सपोज मत कीजिए, सारे देश के सामने अपने आप को एक्सपोज मत कीजिए, सारे देश के सामने इतना अपने आप को एक्सपोज नहीं, आप सवाल नहीं, आप उत्तर दीजिए। आपसे उत्तर नहीं दिया जा रहा तो सवाल पूछना चाहते हैं? नहीं मनीष जी, मनीष जी आप बात सुनिए,
आप अपनी बात मेरे मुंह से कहवाना चाहते हैं, वो नहीं कहूंगा।
देखिए ठीक है, देखिए बिल्कुल नहीं, एक मिनट सुनिए, हाँ एक मिनट
आप ये बताइए,
सुनिए एक मिनट, शाइना
लगाया था ना, उसको पुलिस ने गलत माना।
आपको सिर्फ मैं एक बात कहूंगा कि आपके जो वो क्या नाम है, आसाराम, वो जो आसाराम है ना, वो डर के मारे दौड़ रहे हैं इधर से उधर, एक टाउन से दूसरे टाउन, एक शहर से दूसरे शहर, एक पुलिस से दूसरे शहर पुलिस, इतने डर के मारे हैं कि आज मीडिया के सामने भी नहीं आ रहे थे। क्या नाम है उनका? आसाराम। और उनके जो ये सुपुत्र है नारायण साई, हाँ मुझे तो लगता है कि उनकी पूरी मानसिक संतुलन चली गई है। मानसिक संतुलन ही नहीं, उनकी एथिक्स, उनकी मोरालिटी। एक मिनट प्लीज, एक मिनट प्लीज, एक मिनट। कोई भी एक रेप के विक्टिम को मेंटली अनस्टेबल कहे, ये टॉलरेट नहीं होगा, आप समझ लीजिए। एंड शाइना एनसी, आर यू अशेम्ड ऑफ हिम? I want to ask you 1 minute. Don't dodge the question. Don't 1 minute. Manish, 1 minute. Keep quiet, please. Keep quiet. What's it? Shaina, answer the question, and you have a choice. If you dodge my question, you'll be seen to be dodging my question.
I'm not dodging.
Yes, anybody. And my question is only this to you. 1 minute. No, I haven't asked the question. Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed of the kind of comments of what's his name, Manish Mishra and Kailash Vijayvargiya? Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed that
Arnab,
despite
I have come to speak for myself.
No, are you ashamed? Are you ashamed? Are you ashamed of Manish?
May I please say what
what do you think about what Manish has said right now?
Well, he's obviously citing what he needs to. May I speak for myself?
No, he's a member of your party. He's a member of your party.
You can't put me in the dock like this.
Is he a member of your party? I'm not putting you in the dock. I'm asking you what are your views. I am asking you what are the...
Have you called me here for my opinion on Asaram Bapuji? I have asked you for your opinion on the...
I am asking you for your opinion on the disgusting things that have been said by your party's youth leader.
I don't subscribe to it.
Oh, you don't subscribe, but he can carry on defaming a rape victim.
Let me please...
He can carry on.
See, this is
he can carry
typical of,
he can carry on.
If you have invited me here to speak about Asaram Bapu's case, please let me have an...
I want your opinion. Instead of dodging or trying to avoid it, I am asking you today, what do you think? You don't subscribe, so you can... You don't subscribe, but your party leaders, 1 minute, your party leaders can go on say the most ridiculous things, indulge in the character assassination of rape victim. Your party leaders, I am not... Oh, who's selective?
1 minute.
1 minute. 1 minute. Who's selective?
Who's selective? If you would like to know the official stand of the party, Ravi Shankar Prasad, our official spokesperson, has today said that
why do your party leaders... Why do your party leaders... In that case, despite your official position, there must be a compelling reason.
No, not
there must be a compelling... Allow me. Why don't you listen to the statement? Now, either you listen to the question, you listen to the question, because this strategy, not listening to the question, there must be a compelling reason why, despite the caveat drawn by your senior leadership, your party leaders, from youth leaders like Manish, who's on the program, to your industries minister in Madhya Pradesh, continue to rally around this Asaram.
Now, may I respond?
Yes, why?
First and foremost, we have said on record, and I'd continue to take this stand, that if he is guilty, he must be brought to task.
Why do they rally around him?
Can it be more clear
Why
than
do they rally around him?
Nobody needs to rally around anyone, and you're selectively choosing to cite examples. Let me please tell you, this is the same Asaram Bapu where Narendra Modi himself had made sure in Surat itself that all the illegalities of his ashram were brought down. Has anyone forgotten that? We are not talking about any huge citizen of this country
this was after the
being
2 children?
Above
was
the
it
law.
After?
In this particular case, we need to realize that the 16-year-old girl needs to give a corrective, and we were just discussing. No, she needs to give a witness. She needs to explain exactly what has happened.
She doesn't.
1 minute.
Pooja Marwa is responding.
1 minute.
No, 1 minute. I think you just went wrong there. You went on the wrong track there.
You're not giving me a chance.
1 minute.
Arnab, this is so difficult.
Let's get the other side. Why don't you take a... What I'm only saying this is, you're winding, you're going to try yourself in... please don't give me the cliched remark of the law take its course. If the law were to take its course, if the law were to take its course, if the law were to take its course, then this man would have been arrested by now.
He should,
but he has not been. Then why is the law taking its course? Where is the law taking its course? Pooja Marwa.
If this child has accused him of molestation or assault, then let the law take its course. Why? If he's innocent, I'm saying if he's innocent, why is he not submitted himself to arrest by now? He's not doing that. He's saying
something that is his prerogative.
His prerogative. His prerogative.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
And frankly, in an assault case, you cannot have a witness. You probably don't.
And the worst,
someone is not going to assault someone in front of anyone else.
Exactly. The worst part is the father.
The point here is a child has to be protected. There is very clear law on how she should be protected, and we must give her the benefit of doubt.
But you won't give a chance.
And I'm shocked that anybody would start accusing her of mental instability.
You see, and the father of the victim, and I'm saying this today, the father of the victim has, and I go to Rachna next, has publicly admitted the family is being threatened. So what are we doing here, Rachna? We are creating 1 minute, China. Don't be upset. The reality is the reality. Take the bitter pill.
Because you're not giving anyone a chance to say
I think there are 3 people on the program who hasn't spoken yet. You have. So let me go to that. My question is, the father of the victim has publicly admitted, Rachna, the family is being threatened. He has even named the person who is threatening him. Right? And we, the entire country, all our political class is doing, we are allowing this victim to come to a situation where they'll be threatened, they'll be intimidated, they will get blank cold phone calls, they will be called mentally unstable, the girl will be called names, her character assassination will carry on, she'll be called part of a political conspiracy, and the same politicians will then go to parliament and say, we weep for the women of this country. We are with the women of this country. Well, what about that young woman? What about that young woman whose character is being assassinated on a daily basis by these politicians, by both their inaction and their comments? Rachna.
All I want to say is that if the law of this country was a supreme thought in any of the political parties, whether it is BJP or Congress, this man would be behind bars right now. It would not be his prerogative to sit on his satsang and call this woman either mentally unstable or call her that she is not underage, that she is a very smart woman who is in 12th grade. How can he continue to do this? The only reason he can continue to do this is because both BJP and Congress are hand in gloves with this man.
Why do you say so?
He's been charged with
Why do you think so?
With rape, and there is nothing happening.
For some reason,
absolutely.
He must be punished, and immediately going against any kind of
Shaina, may I request you to watch? May I just request you to, just 1 second, please. You see, please understand, everything in this case is being exposed bit by bit. But what is being most exposed is the fact that the BJP and the Congress, the Congress is giving him a long rope, and the BJP is, parroting, law must take its own course. Law must take its own. What is this law must take its own course? 4 of your party members and now a 5th, Uma Bharti, Prabhat Jha, Kailash Vijayvargiya, and what was that MLA? Ramesh Mandol. I've defended him. Your party spokesperson say there should be no double standards, law should take its own course. Shakti Singh Goyal, may I ask you, what happened to the Congress party? Why is the Congress party scared of Asaram? Why have they not arrested him so far? At least to begin the investigation in a proper manner.
Arnab, let me tell you first one thing, that the statement against the complainant by accused and his son is totally unacceptable. If accused is innocent, then accused will never try to throw mud on the complainant. Now your question is, why Asaram was given a time? Now I will remind you 2 things. After this incident, what was the stand of BJP? That Asaram is speaking against Congress party, and that is why this is a conspiracy. So that is why the Congress is not going ahead with the normal statements or reactions.
Congress party.
Why we will do the conspiracy? Because Arnab, you will have to understand one thing, that Congress had taken a stand against Asharam in Ahmedabad, that we were here to protest against him. Here in this, especially in this case, the investigation agency is the best judge to decide. And I am sure, I know the criminal jurisprudence. There's a principle of criminal jurisprudence is, in some time, if you catch the accused immediately, that is in the interest of the justice. Sometimes, if you will
why
give
have they
time,
not caught him
the
now?
accused
No,
will
simple question.
more
Since you know the jurisprudence and so do I. No, since you 1 minute, not everyone at the same time.
कार्रवाई किया था अगर किसी ने तो नरेंद्र भाई मोदी ने किया था, आपने नहीं किया था।
मनीष जी आप तो मनीष जी आप अभी आप अपने अभी एक मिनट
किसने किया था?
एक मनीष जी अभी क्योंकि आपने शुरुआत में बहुत ही गलत
बोलो, पहले सॉरी कहे नेशन को, ये कोई राइट? Arnab, forget about accused and his son. Ask Manish Plus to apologize for putting this type of allegation against the complainant. How can he put such an allegation? Is he having any proof? On your channel, Manish is putting an allegation against the innocent complainant. Accused and his son, one can understand how a leader of BJP youth wing can put this type of...
सरकार है, राजस्थान में आपकी सरकार है, दिल्ली में आपकी सरकार है, क्या वो एलिगेशन, क्या आप अभी फर्स्ट इनिशियल स्टेज में वो एलिगेशन गलत साबित हुआ है पुलिस के द्वारा?
ब्लॉट, दिस इज सच अ बिग...
अरे क्या गलत साबित हुआ? पता है आपको बलात्कार किसे कहते हैं? अर्नब, ask him what is the definition of rape. What he knows about the rape? What is he talking about? Does he know the law? What is the definition of rape? Manish की कुछ definition अलग लगती है अर्नब, and this is ridiculous that a youth leader is against the complainant. A 15-year-old girl against a 15-year-old girl on a national channel. This type of words, how we can accept this?
मनीष क्या नाम है? मनीष मिश्रा. मनीष
अरे हमने तो कंप्लेंट भी फाइल हुई है, जांच भी हो रही है, and we'll do it. Your Madhya Pradesh government constables were with the Rajasthan police. It was your duty, Madhya Pradesh government's duty, to go and serve the summons. But you people waited, your MLA started shouting against the police.
Shaina, 1 minute.
What is this?
You see what you have all done, what all the political parties have done. Manish, 1 minute please. Manish, एक मिनट. पहले तो मैं आपको बात सीधी तरह से कहना चाहता हूं मनीष, ये प्रोग्राम जो है, ये न्यूज़ार है, इसमें आप एक और शब्द ऐसा नहीं कहेंगे, मैं आपको वार्न कर रहा हूं, एक और शब्द नहीं कहेंगे आप जिससे इस गर्ल के कैरेक्टर असैसिनेशन करेंगे. आपके पास कोई प्रूफ नहीं है. आई एम वार्निंग यू ऑन लाइव टेलीविजन. आपको मैं वार्न कर रहा हूं, आप एक शब्द नहीं कहेंगे जिससे कैरेक्टर असैसिनेशन करे. आपको जो भी आपको पॉलिटिकल इंटरेस्ट बने, आप एक शब्द नहीं कहेंगे इस तरीके के. मैं अलाउ नहीं करूंगा इस प्रोग्राम पर.
महिलाओं का आदर
मैं अलाउ नहीं करूंगा. आप माफी मांगिए तो मांगिए. महिलाओं के आदर की बात नहीं है. महिलाओं नहीं प्रॉब्लम. एक मिनट आपको कहना चाहता हूं, आप समझ लीजिए, ये आदर नहीं है, ये बेइज्जती है. आपने आज न्यूज़ार के प्रोग्राम पर सारे देश के महिलाओं को बेइज्जत किया है. आपने बिल्कुल किया है. और आप मत सोचिए मनीष, आप मत सोचिए कि वो ये कोई ऐसा टीवी प्रोग्राम है जैसे आपके जैसे कल जो नेता बनना चाहते हैं इस तरह की भाषा यूज करें और मैं छोड़ दूं. मैं नहीं छोड़ूंगा. मैं तो कहूंगा आप इस वक्त माफी मांगिए. ये जनरलाइजेशंस नहीं चलेंगी, ये डबल स्टैंडर्ड्स, ये हिपोक्रेसी, ये सब चेंज कीजिए अपनी आदतों को. आप नेता बनना चाहते हो, उसके पहले अपने एथिक्स को ठीक कीजिए, दूसरे को लेक्चर्स देने के पहले. एक मिनट आप सोच लीजिए आपने जो बोला है. अब आपका माइक मैं बंद कर दूंगा अगर आप ऐसे ही बोलते रहेंगे तो. मुझे तो पता नहीं आपने कहां से आपने पॉलिटिक्स सीखी है. ये क्या पॉलिटिक्स है? ये किस तरह की पॉलिटिक्स है? ये किस तरह की पॉलिटिक्स है? आपकी खुद की पार्टी की महिला नेता हमारे स्टूडियो में बैठी है. आप किस तरह की बात करें? आपको शर्म नहीं आती ऐसे बात करने में? आपको लगता है आप लोग नेता बन गए, कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं, किसी के बारे में भी कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं, आपको लाइसेंस मिल जाता है। आप जब से नेता बन जाते हैं आप कुछ भी कह सकते हैं और आप किसी चीज को यूज करेंगे। आप बदल दीजिए अपने पॉलिटिक्स को। You are out of sync with the reality of this country. And you ask any young woman in this country what they think of you. You say you are a youth leader. You say you are a youth leader. You come on television and you besmirch the reputation of a small girl who is being called mentally unstable by the rape accused son. You think this is the politics, which is why you become a politician? An accusation of sexual assault by a minor, Mr. Manish, is a very serious charge. It deserves to be investigated. I am not passing a judgment on this case, but I will not allow you, I will not allow people like you to misuse my program to do so. Let me make it very clear. And if you think you are speaking for the youth of the country, you get a reality check. You get a reality check.
में चल रहे हैं और आप फेसबुक पे देखिए।
आप छोड़िए अपने आपके घमंड को ठीक लेवल पे लाइए पहले।
You know, Arnab, it's so sad.
It is absolutely shocking that we have so-called youth leaders like this in our country today. I now want to no one second.
Shameful.
It is absolutely shameful. It is so completely shameful. I'm horrified. And I wonder what is the compulsion why these leaders, despite.
That's why it's happening.
No, but it's happening all over. But I'm asking Mr. Naganand.
Arnab, I agree.
No, I'm asking Mr. Naganand. He hasn't spoken yet.
Arnab,
he hasn't spoken yet. I just want to get him into the debate. I want to get him into the debate, and then I'll reopen the debate. Mr. Naganand, what are your views on this? I'm told that you're upset about the coverage. What are your views on this?
I just want to make a first remark that in any such allegations that are made, generally there are public perceptions which can be aired as a matter of information. But going into it in such depth and talking about such detail is really like a media trial. But that is just a beside the point comment that I'm making. But I think to some extent this is also justified in certain cases. I'll give you an example. You see, all criminal investigation is supposed to be under the direct control of the police. Unfortunately, we don't have an independent criminal investigation department in this country like what is there in the United States. So the police are always under the control of the political masters. Invariably, they do that which the political masters ask them to do. So there are compulsions of the police. So therefore, it is unfortunate that no political party today has the gumption to say that we will give complete freedom to the professional police.
No, you're broad-basing the issue. No, one sec. Mr. Naganand, you see, one sec. First of all, you know, I like the Newshour debates to be very specific, right? I and you, we can sit down and have a long discussion on police reforms, etc. I don't think this debate is about police reforms, okay? So let's not generalize. On your first point of a media trial, I say to you, Mr. Naganand, I think this is absolutely the right case in which the truth must come out. Because my worry is, Pooja, I want you to, is media trial, the father of the victim is saying I'm being threatened. This is a very powerful person who can influence the system, who has political patronage. I mean, how is this a media trial? I think it's a job of the media to speak for the underdog and not to speak for the connected people who want to misuse the system. If this is a media trial, so be it. But it's not a media trial because our job is to put the facts out in the public domain. And I think that family is in a position where it can be threatened, and the law allows people who can influence the system to be arrested so that they don't influence the course of the prosecution. Pooja Marwa, on this being a media trial.
I think the role here very clearly that the media needs to play is to ensure that the course of justice is followed, that the man is arrested. If there's an accusation, it is not our role clearly, or it cannot be the media's role or any of us to sit and comment on whether it was like the young gentleman gave himself the freedom to do, is to comment on whether it was this or that, or or the person is mentally unstable and the most crazy and heinous things. I think that is not our role, but the role is to ensure that the powerless get justice.
Absolutely.
Because that is the issue.
Add to that.
Yes. Okay, Shaina.
Now, if I can finally have a comment, which is...
No, I agree with that. You see, I have...
Yes,
may I please... okay.
Mr. Naganand.
I have no problem with the I have no problem with the point that is just now made, that the media must expose such things. In fact, what I meant is that we can't comment on the legality or the correctness of the allegation. You see, whether the allegation is true or not is something which we can't hazard a guess on.
Mr. Nagaran,
but the investigative process...
Mr. Nagaran, yes. You know what happens is, Asaram is in Jodhpur, then from there he goes to Delhi, then from there he goes to Indore, then from there he goes to Surat, and I'm simply asking, what a total mockery of our system. This man is hopping from one place to the other with such impunity when he faces charges of rape. So what's so special about him? And as far as your argument is that his believers will be hurt, I'm very sorry if his believers are hurt.
I didn't say that.
I told you you had this view. You had this view that his believers' sentiments have been hurt because of the media's coverage.
Not correct.
No,
that's not correct. That's not correct. I never said that, and I don't have that at all in my back of my mind. What believers think about their guru is something which is personal. It has nothing to do with this.
Absolutely.
But if there is an allegation of this kind that is made, it is absolutely imperative that the investigation is done. It is done quickly, it is done expeditiously and perfectly.
Well, it's not being done. It's not being done. You know what? Besides, despite us all saying so, it's not being done. And it's certainly not being done by Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Yes, Shaina.
Okay, the fact that this certain 16-year-old girl has come out itself requires a lot of guts. We deal with rape victims, with girls who face all kinds of sexual assault. To get her to come out and even say whether she's been assaulted or raped is secondary. The fact that she has registered this FIR on August 17th and the police in all 3 states are dodging, that is the real question.
To the police.
No, it's not. It's not just about
I'll
police.
show you.
Listen,
one second. A month and a half back, what if I were to tell you that a month and a half back, it is not just coincidence, a month and a half back, your chief minister was at an event, by the way, with this man, what's his name, Asaram. Okay, and he was praising him. It's so obvious, and I can show you 1,000 other instances.
That still doesn't do away from the fact that if he's guilty, he's guilty.
1 second, he can be a follower for all I care. But I am telling you, your individual like or dislike for an individual as a chief minister cannot let you tell the police to go slow. Your police is going on a go slow. So
Which police? The Madhya Pradesh police. The incident happens in Rajasthan. Really? The FIR is registered in Delhi.
So then tell me.
You are just trying to trivialize this debate.
Oh, really? I'll tell you what's trivializing. Your party is trivializing the whole thing. Your party is trivializing it. You know who's trivializing it? Your party is trivializing it. Please understand why. Because your party MLA walked in and met Asaram yesterday while your police, who you are saying should be doing their job, was standing outside twiddling their thumbs. So you know what? Who's protecting Asaram? It's your party MLA. Did you sack the party MLA after you did so? Did your party? Did you sack the party MLA for violating the law?
See, now I am coming to the larger point, which is that if this girl...
No larger point, specific point. How did the BJP MLA...
and has talked about sexual assault or rape, in itself, it is a...
Then how did your BJP MLA go in and meet him while the police was sitting outside? Is that not a relevant question?
Well, you should probably ask the BJP MLA in question. I am making a larger point, which is to do with women's safety, security, and in this case, in a case of this, this is a juvenile. She is a 16-year-old girl who has come out and spoken. So I think we need to understand that we cannot be, yes, absolutely. We cannot just character assassinate. We need to get to the bottom of it.
Who's character assassinating?
Whoever chooses to use different kind of language, I think that is highly condemnable. What needs to happen is
Shaina, I'll tell you just one thing. I'll just tell you one thing. You see, there is a huge difference between saying politically correct things in TV studios and...
We do.
1 minute, Shaina, let me please. I have dealt with politicians, I know. Politicians say politically correct things on a broad level. They like to broad base the debate. When you ask a specific question, how did your MLA go in and meet Asaram while the police were twiddling their thumbs outside? Why was your MLA not held and said you will not be allowed to do that? Why are you misusing your political influence over the Madhya Pradesh police and not letting the Madhya Pradesh police do its job? Then you have no answer. So I'm saying, while I take all your politically correct comments in the right perspective, Miss Shaina NC, please understand the people of this country are not going to get taken with that. They're going to ask you what action you took not the nice things that you said. So that's the point tonight. And my last question here on the news is to Rachna Dhingra.
Arnab.
No, okay, you want to add to that? Go ahead, briefly, 2 minutes on the debate. Quickly, don't make it political. Don't just make it political, that's all. Mr. Shakti Singh Goel.
Arnab, this is a very serious issue and we all politicians should rise. This is the occasion. Putting politics aside, I think we should concentrate to deliver the justice and we should help the system to deliver the justice rather than making political statement. And I can give you ample examples how the BJP is behaving.
Rachna Dhingra says walk the talk. Go ahead. Rachna Dhingra. Yes, Rachna. Why do you think both China NC and Shakti Singh Goel are not walking the talk?
They're not, because for last 10 days or so, we are watching this man go from one BJP-ruled state to another Congress-ruled state to another BJP state. And when he comes to this place, the chief minister who only talks about women's empowerment and girls' empowerment and how Lakshmi Ladli Yojana, he couldn't find time to arrest this man.
Well,
the police had to wait for 7 hours before they could serve him the summons, and now it becomes the prerogative of the accused when he will show up. So walk your talk, both BJP and Congress. Arrest this man if you mean business.
I think that's well said. And I'm told by some politicians what they said. They said we are waiting for this whole thing to go off the media attention. And when it goes off the media attention, we'll deal with it. And the moment it goes off the media attention, I can assure you all these political parties will come together to make it look like there was some investigation, they couldn't find anything, and try and hopefully, sort out the issue and move on like nothing happened. I sincerely hope that doesn't happen. And if there's somebody out there who's trying to make it happen, trust me, we will follow the story to ensure that you will not wreak injustice in this case of Asaram. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 2 on the News Hour tonight. Thank you.